Hi everyone, it's Michaela again, and we are back with another edition of Styling On and Vibing To. Welcome to the Style and Vibes podcast with me, Michaela. I'll be giving you the inside scoop on music, fashion, culture, and more from Caribbean celebrities and tastemakers across the globe, pushing our culture with authenticity and, of course, style and vibes. So this is our 4th episode. I definitely need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed. Again, this is a segment that comes from the Style and Vibes podcast, so you gotta take a listen to the podcast. This week it's a solo episode with just me. I'm actually reflecting on all the conversations that we've been having around Jamaican music, the industry, genres, how fluid it is, all of those things. You're definitely going to want to tune in. I'm really breaking it down and giving my understanding of how the genres help us discover artists and how they can use it to their advantage. So make sure you guys check out the Style and Vibes podcast. Check out styleandvibes.com/subscribe in order to make sure that you don't miss an episode. But on with our Styling On and Vibing To segment for this week. So of course, I do first up is Styling On, and this week I actually saw on Instagram that Gabrielle Union was rocking J Jolly, who is a Jamaican designer. She does resort wear as well as swimwear, and Gabrielle Union was celebrating her anniversary with Dwayne Wade, and she was wearing this really nice orange jumpsuit. You guys know how much I love orange. It's my favorite color. But also this belted bag that J Jolly also created. So make sure you guys check that out. There's a lot of information. Make sure you guys go to jjolly.com so you can check out all the things that she has on her website, and make sure you support the thing. Support with your money, buy the things them, man. So for those of you who are into getting your nails done, I know it's been tough, especially since all of COVID, but now that we're kind of getting back into the swing of things, people are starting to get their nails done. But in case you don't have time, the Nail Editorial on Instagram, which is actually a Haitian-American young woman named Gracie J, she actually creates these beautiful acrylic styles. They're like crazy, all these crazy different designs that you could think of. She is actually the lead nail tech stylist on the TNT show called Claws. So it's about a nail shop. So of course, all of the designs have to be flawless. So she actually does a lot of the designs there. Her work has been featured in Glamour and Paper Magazine, but she offers various different designs in press-on nails. So press-on nails have made an official comeback, y'all. Yes, I'm talking about the glue with the nails. Yes, I'm talking about those. And they are all the craze right now, especially because of COVID. People still want to look good and feel good, so everyone is trying to do everything at home. But she actually, this isn't her first line. She didn't start it because of COVID. She had it previously. And she has some really creative designs. Like I said, she also has a t-shirt. So make sure you guys check her out. She has some accessories. So she has like this cuticle oil on her website. So check that out if you're really into getting your nails done and you like decorative nails. And I know you don't have time, so you could just press them on and go. So I know y'all like quick and easy. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll leave her information as well in the bottom in the comments. It's been a while since I've been styling on some artwork. I love to discover new Caribbean artists. This one happened to be a Jamaican artist named Taj Francis. I believe it was ZJ Sparks who posted a poster that he did for Lovecraft Country. So Lovecraft Country, I don't know how many times I can say that, but it's actually a series on HBO. It's kind of like this drama sci-fi series. I haven't checked it out. I did watch the trailer for it, so it's only been on HBO for a few episodes, so it's still pretty new. But this is really about the artwork that he created. It was like an animation of some of the characters. It looked very comic book style, so I think that they're just using his images to promote each episode. But when I clicked on his profile, he had so many amazing illustrations kind of in that same vibe. It definitely looks like an illustration for different cartoons, but it's not a cartoon. I wouldn't say it's a cartoon at all, but it's definitely animation style, and he has a lot of usage of colors, and you can tell they're like really close-up pictures, and they're so beautifully like just presented in a way that is just super inspiring. You definitely want to buy something to put on your wall, because it's definitely, that's where the art, you know, really should sit. It's just amazing work. So make sure you guys check him out, Taj Francis. You can also check out his website. I believe he has a store, so you can order something if you would like to. Vibes, you don't know how we go about the vibes in this. So first up for my vibing on this week, I gotta give it up to Tarrus Riley for his album Healing. I actually had the chance to host a virtual listening event for the media where we previewed the album. Tarrus was in Jamaica in the studio, and he was just going through a few tracks, the inspiration behind them. So the thought behind Healing is really his time reflecting during COVID. So essentially we were all, you know, quarantined, and you know, he just got inspired by a lot of the things that were happening, from Black Lives Matter movement to just being away from family and friends. And this album really just reflects a lot of that, and then you get to hear classic Tarrus Riley on songs like Healing. Some other songs that kind of have his classic style are Great Equalizer and Remember Me, but he also tries some new sounds as well. And I love his collaboration with Celia, which is lighter here. I love that song because also not only does he sound a little different, but so does she. We haven't heard her sound the way she sounds on that particular record. Also Babylon Warfare with TJ. I do love that track, and I think it's definitely very, you know, catchy and of the time right now, you know what I mean? Just the lyrics and the presentation. I love how TJ sounds on it as well. My Fire is definitely like an inspiration song with Dexter Dabbs. You also don't hear him talk about that type of inspiration as much either. So I like that the collaborations that Tarrus has are definitely indicative of where he's feeling, but also trying some new sounds as well. So I like that. So make sure you guys check out Healing. I know you guys will like that one. Next up on my vibing to is Keste Band, We Home. All my Trinidadian massive, we home. So Trinidad was lucky enough to have their own carnival. They're the only ones that are having a carnival this year. So they were lucky, but still they're home in COVID situations just like us. So I thought it was brilliant, really genius of Keste Band really just going back into their archives essentially and creating a live album. So a lot of the songs are songs that you have heard, but because it's a live album, there are different instruments that you really hear that you don't get to necessarily hear or take in when, you know, of course in the live performance it's kind of like the excitement and you get engrossed, but on a live album you can actually hear everything in the music. So I really thought that that was cool, especially because we can't really do stage festivals, we can't go. So this is a great opportunity to just put it in your music player, turn it up, turn up the speaker loud in your house, and just kind of enjoy the vibe, and it makes you feel like you are in a live situation. So I thought that was pretty genius. He also commemorated the album with a live performance on YouTube, so I'll link to that so you guys can check that out. But I always love taking in Keste Band because they are just amazing, and Keys, the lead singer, is just phenomenal in terms of his vocals, his ability to just connect with the crowd. So you guys are gonna enjoy it, so make sure you check it out. Protoje's In Search of Lost Time is definitely a mellow vibe. So it's kind of like light your incense or something else and just vibe out to the whole thing, you know? It's a very mellow album. I actually listened to it while I was doing my walk, and I actually listened to it almost 2.5 times just trying to take it in, and I really listened to it from beginning to end. Again, it's definitely a much more mellow vibe. You can definitely hear his love for hip-hop and his experience of reggae and kind of intertwining the two, because it's a heavily lyrical album, and it doesn't have those traditional reggae sounds, but you can hear something in there that the aesthetics in terms of his delivery is definitely very much in the reggae space. So I like how he kind of blends those two. And then again, he has some really great features as well. My Grandma Girl Coffee Dip on it with Switch Up. That's kind of one of my favorite songs on the album, and I love her on that particular song, and it just is a great mix because they're kind of going back and forth, and I think you guys will really like that one as well. So you can really tell from this album that he really took his time in producing it. So he executive produced the album as well, and you can really hear all the different instruments, you can hear his vocals, you can tell the lyricism, the pronunciation of each word. It just makes it so much more exciting, and like you're like waiting to hear what he says next, because it just is so good, and it kind of, each song is like an elevation off of the next. So make sure you listen to it in the order that it was intended, and then you guys can pick whichever ones you like the best. But some of my favorites are Switch Up with Coffee, Deliverance. I love the one with Wiz Khalifa. It's called A Vibe, and you know Wiz Khalifa is all about that vibe. And In Bloom with Lila Ike, as well as he did a sample of Papa San's Strange Things Are Happening. You know, strange things are happening, stretch. All right, you don't need all my vocals, but he did do a sample of that, which I really enjoyed, because it kind of brings up that same track and it kind of elevates it a bit. And I like the way that he kind of uses the words and kind of plays it into his own experience. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, that is Protoje's In Search of Lost Time. And my girl Tiwa Savage is back with a album. I love. I didn't even realize she released an album. One of my friends, actually, we were going back and forth because we're always sending each other songs that we like, new songs, particularly Afrobeat songs that we like. So I was sharing with her and she was sharing with me, and I was just like, oh wait, this is an album. When did she drop an album? And I just realized that it was not too long ago. So I was like, I gotta feature it here on my Vibing On. And that is a listen from beginning to end, whole vibes. Yet if you love Afrobeats, if you love that music, you are totally going to enjoy. And what I love most about Tiwa is that she really captivates Afrobeats from a female perspective. So she's really talking about being respected, you know, girl power, and how she don't care about what people think. And those, I love those empowerment lyrics. So you know, you can really listen again from beginning to end and you won't skip anything. She even has like a small interlude. And the album features Davido, as well as Stefflon Don, Naira Marley. I think she has a few other features, but they're not like overpowering in terms of you know, the sounds to each of the sounds. Sometimes when people do features, it kind of overpowers, but I don't know. I really like the combination that she has on there. I especially love the one with Sam Smith called Temptation. That is my favorite, one of my favorites off the album. So make sure you guys check that out. And you know, you just got some good vibes this week and more to come. So make sure you guys keep it locked. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, or like, comment, subscribe. That's how this YouTube thing works. I don't know. Just make sure you don't miss nothing. Just make sure you did a yes sir the next time you reach. Alright, so that'll be another 2 weeks. Until then, later, me peeps.